Hey guys, welcome back to my secret YouTube channel. Yes. So actually, let me go let my dogs out real quick. And I don't think you've ever met both my dogs at the same time. So we're going to do that real quick and then we'll get right into the meat and potatoes of this video. Medusa and Freya, my two huskies. Medusa will be one in a few days, and that's Freya. They're real sisters, different litters, so they're about 7-8 months apart. So let me let them out on the balcony. So I intermittent fast and I'm breaking my fast, so I'm having some sparkling green tea. I have on some eggs and my protein for my salad for lunch. So you guys, this morning, I'm sure you saw I did my morning routine. So I got up early. I got up around 4. I normally get up around 4. I actually went back to sleep after I let my dogs out for a little bit. And then we went back to sleep. So I got up at 6. I did solid core this morning, which is Pilates. So it really helped me to kind of ground myself and just to get stable. I went and cleaned my car and cleaned it out and just kind of getting myself back into that gratitude stage, because it's 2:47 right now and I actually have to be at my studio at 4. I have 2 clients later this evening. So if you didn't know, I am a lash tech and a lash educator. So I teach aspiring lash artists and create digital content and courses for the service-based beautypreneur. So I actually have a second YouTube channel. Well, that one is my main one. So that one I upload consistently on that one. So what I really want to talk about, you guys, is I was listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza on a podcast before I got started, and I've just been really having a difficult time just in life in general, and I believe all of us are right now with the way that things are going on in life and society right now. And we all just kind of don't know exactly where to go or where we're heading, like pretty much anything, right? So from October to December is usually like a pretty weird few months for me, just in general. I notice in my life, like during that time, I pretty much have like weird things going on, or like a life-changing events happening. And since I've noticed this for the past few years, I need to do a better job at planning, in a way, like planning to be basically on a sabbatical during that time next year. So there's been a lot of things in my life recently that's been happening that I don't have any kind of control over in my life. The only thing I do have control over is my attitude and my response to those things, which, to be honest with you guys, have not been the best. And what I actually realize is that I have not been processing any emotions that I've had for the past 2 years. So if you guys know, or if you don't know, I relocated to Austin, and I actually love the city. This is my dream city. I've always wanted to move here. And so yeah, I moved here and it's been almost 2 years, and the most amazing things pretty much has happened in my life, as far as like progression in my career and progression within just myself. As much good things that have happened to me these past 2 years, I still have to remember that I did kind of lose a good bit of things. So I think I had certain expectations when I moved to Austin, that I was gonna like have this wonderful life, that I was gonna have this amazing relationship, that I was gonna have like amazing friends and an amazing life, and I did get some of that to that degree. But keep in mind, I still was growing and I was still hitting certain milestones in my life, so I still was changing pretty rapidly during that time. And so the people that I was friends with during that time, we just kind of grew apart, and a lot has happened. that has triggered me into like realizing that I had not addressed a lot of the previous things that have happened with me in certain key relationships in my life, be it my family, like my parents, or even down to like my best friends, like from the ones that I've had like in elementary school that we're no longer friends with. Like I feel like I've used my job and my career as a crutch to kind of put off some of the work that needed to be done. And so now here we are, basically almost 2 years later, and so much has come up. Also too, like I was seeing this one guy and things did not work out between us. So I really just realized, and it's been kind of hard for me to admit to myself, that I am actually grieving, that this process that I'm going through right now is me really grieving. Like before I got on camera, like I had like a whole meltdown, but I do feel like it is important for me to be honest with myself. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video. I just feel like I need to make a video just for me to be honest with myself about where I am in my overall life. So I am definitely grieving a lot. I currently would like to seek therapy in the near future. I've been putting off therapy for a long time, like really wanting to go. Hold on, let me see if I can get a light on, if the light will be better. So yeah, the lighting is better, but I really wanted to start therapy. So every time I got ready to start these past few years, I've canceled just because I felt like, oh, I didn't need it, because I was hitting certain milestones and goals in my life, in other areas of my life. So I feel like everything has recently hit me like a ton of bricks, because I have quit social media. And so I'm gonna actually make a video about me quitting social media and what it's done for me. But you guys, I really feel like quitting social media has helped me to be able to not just think, but actually to feel again. So like I said, with this whole grieving thing that I've been going through, I feel like I've been able to grieve and just to actually feel the feelings, because I think sometimes we use certain things outside of us to distract ourselves, and whether it be including other people or your job, or like I'll even say like watching a lot of these like videos on manifestation or whatever topic it is that you're looking to learn a lot on, at some point realizing that you have to do the work is the most important thing. So I want to be honest about me really attempting to do my work and to be honest with myself, because I feel like I've reached that point now where there's just certain things not working in my life. Like there's been certain things that I've been trying to push forward on, and it's really not working, because here I am ignoring some of the things that are really going on within me, trying to suppress them with work. And you know, I never would have thought, or never would have came up with this conclusion had I would not have been having this little breakdown that I've been going through. To be honest, like even down to like my career and everything that I do now, there's so much that I'm just not sure of anymore. Like you guys, I really feel like although I have my dream, I really do, I've had my dream life for, I feel like that version of Autumn that was so excited to move here, and I was, you know, I had a lot of these visions and these ideas that I was working towards. And then so when I finally hit my big milestone that I wanted to hit, I think I just realized that I don't want to be in the career that I'm currently in anymore. And I think for me, it's such a shocker, because I've been in the beauty industry for over 10 years, and I always kind of thought I would be. But as I've been evolving in my life and my journey with really figuring out who I am, you know, you think sometimes you want things or you want to be certain things. And now that I've been mainly by myself trying to work my own shit out, I've been realizing, you know, a lot of the things I thought I wanted as far as like wanting to be in the beauty industry, like, was just to kind of be close to beauty in that way, because growing up I never felt beautiful enough to just as who I was. I always felt that, you know, and to be honest, because if you are pretty or conventionally attractive or whatever have you, like, you do get a lot more opportunities. But I felt like being in the beauty industry and being close to it, you know, made me feel a sense of like, well, I can figure out how to find this for myself, which that did its job, I feel like, in my earlier years. But now as I'm maturing and I'm figuring out the things that I genuinely want out of life, I feel like I really wanted to do more of the intellectual things in my life. Like, I guess because I was cleaning out my closet the other day, I found my old diaries and old journals, and I had forgotten that I used to write. I used to like be a writer. I wrote 3 books in high school. Never got any of them published though, because I just felt like I did not have the time. Like, my teacher, my honors English teacher at the time, she used to like really tell me I should really try to make a career out of it. And I really wanted to, but no, I was chasing like beauty and boys and bullshit at that time. And it's just like, you know, that was such a core part of who I was. And I just feel like I'm getting that back now in my early 30s. And it's such a shocker and such a, it's kind of like rocked me to my core, because it's like although like I still love what I do and I built a whole business out of it, I'm like I don't know what I should be doing now as far as like that, because I feel like I don't have the attachment to it anymore in that way. I'm hoping this is making sense. Like, I don't feel like I have the attachment to want to be necessarily in the beauty industry. I feel like I have a purpose that's beyond that, because the more that I've done it, the more I've realized what I really truly enjoyed was the helping women, talking to them, helping them kind of cultivate their own thing, and helping them realize that they didn't necessarily need the makeup, the hair, or the lashes or whatever to be beautiful. Like, there was so much about women in general that I've learned throughout the years that I feel like I have so much knowledge on that I want to talk about. So I think I'm just in the stage of my life where I'm just pivoting, if that makes sense. I think now the only way I'm going to be able to move forward, just because given the way that everything has kind of shaken me up these past 2 months, I'm really just going to have to do a pivot in my life. And like I said, I do feel like it's very important that I'm honest with myself. Like, even if I like don't post this video, I have to be honest with myself about where I am, and that I need to understand that I am grieving and I am going through things that are making me feel, but I need to go through this so that way I can get to the other side. And this is pretty much just a moment in time. Like, this won't be forever. And so I think that's what we have to like tell ourselves when we're going through these things. So some of the things that I've been doing is I bought a new desk, this desk behind me, so I'll insert some footage. I didn't really want to, I didn't even know what I was really gonna do moving forward with this channel, but I really enjoy like making content for this channel, because it's everything I feel like I want to say on a genuine wave where it doesn't have to be about beauty or performative things. It could be about intellect and really like getting what you want out of life and making your dream life. And the thing is, I realize if I want to make a pivot in my life and pursue something more meaningful in my life, then I have to work on being done with the old story. So the truth is, I'm just trying to place the meaning that whatever is going on in my current reality is just becoming undone, so that way I can get to that new reality, because now I have new goals and new things that I want to do. So like I said, I told you guys a few videos ago that I cleaned my closet out. I got rid of things. I cleaned my kitchen yesterday. Like I said, I put this desk together. I got a new desk. I went this morning, I worked out, I taking care of my dogs, I cleaned my car out this morning. Like, I want to be grateful for everything that I currently have now in this reality that I've cultivated, that I appreciate it, that I'm glad that I have it. And now we're moving on to other things, because I want to be able to create content that is impactful and to make a difference in another way in women's life, more than just, you know, beauty things, you know, the performative, the outside things, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, so it's been later in the evening. I went to work and everything. It was a good day, but I wanted to wrap this video up and just let you know, you guys, that if you want to pivot in your life, you have to remember that you are not a tree. When you decide that you want something different, you don't have to stay in a certain situation just because you feel that. I think we get so attached to the identities that we have built that we don't realize that we're always continuously becoming and evolving into another version, or trying to get to the highest level of ourselves. And so within that, we can't be attached to the things that we have accumulated in our current reality, or who we have been. So I think for me, realizing that I haven't given myself time to kind of like grieve a lot of things, and a lot of things that have been built up throughout the years has brought me to this point, because I know for a fact that some of the things that I've been avoiding, like not even looking at, not even facing, those things cannot go with me into this next version of my life. So here I am, just allowing myself to deal with it, and I have to say it out loud, because the only way you can get past certain things sometimes is to admit it out loud, right? So now that I've admitted it out loud, I know that I'm not so high strung. Now I can ease back, and I can observe, and I can take action when needed, and I can just allow myself to go through this process and not judge myself for this process, you guys. So I know that it's 2023 is coming up. We all kind of want to make certain pivots in our life, and if you guys want to see how I operate from living in the end, from my new version, then like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned to more for this channel that I'm creating, that I really want to invest more of my time into. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.